Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this video. I don't understand what's going on with McDonald's lately. You got employees poking managers, and now you got managers powering mothers in the foot. All because the mother's daughter didn't want to take out the McDonald's trash, like the manager said, and she said, "You need to take your butt on home." Man, McDonald's, y'all gotta do something about this, man. It's going on all over the world. Check out this new news clip, and I'll come back with my commentary.
Right now, two women are facing charges in connection with the shooting at a Belleville McDonald's. Police are telling us how it all started. 5 News 5's Robert Townsend has reaction to the new developments.
Shortly before 5 Wednesday afternoon, police went to check out a disturbance at this McDonald's on South Belt East in Belleville. Officers learned a shooting happened inside the fast food restaurant. Customers and neighbors shocked to hear the person police say pulled the trigger is a manager, 44-year-old Kathy Bledsoe.
I just can't believe it's happening in a town like this, that's all. So it's just insanity.
And this McDonald's has a lot of people inside sitting all the time.
Police say the gunfire flew after Bledsoe told a female worker to clock out and go home. Investigators say the McDonald's manager asked the teenage employee to take the trash out, and when she refused, the girl returned here with her mother. Police say Bledsoe and the Belleville mom, 35-year-old.
Okay, so you guys just got done watching that news clip. Now, this is what happened at the McDonald's in Bellevue. Kathy Bledsoe and an employee's mother, following a shooting inside the restaurant. In Bellevue, Illinois, the police responded to a McDonald's at 4:45 p.m. on Wednesday, July 16th. The conflict began when the on-duty manager, Kathy Bledsoe, told a teenage employee to take out the trash. The girl refused, prompting Kathy to tell her to clock out and go home. The teen girl then called her mother, 35-year-old Tanika McKenzie, who police said she walked into the kitchen area with two other teens to confront Bledsoe. Tanika struck Bledsoe in the face and head. During the scuffle, Kathy drew her power and then powed one round, striking Tanika in the leg. Tanika went to the hospital, and she was later charged with 1 count of aggravated battery and 1 count of mob action. Good, and they need to get those other 2 teen girls or whoever they was with her and charge them with the same thing. So Kathy was also arrested on the scene in the McDonald's, and she is charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. Man, McDonald's, y'all need to get it together. This is ridiculous. All because nobody wants to listen to managers, so now they're going to try to beat them up off them because they don't want to listen and do their job correctly, and they don't like correction. Hell, what do I know? I'm just a talking head. Listen to the responses to this teen girl and the mother, Tanika. Have a great day, YouTube.
Young T. Kathy Bledsoe was the manager down there at the McDonald's in Belleville, Illinois. She was working her shift, you understand. You know, dropping fries, making sure the hot and spices is hot, making sure there's enough ice in the drink, you know, making sure that the shift do what it's supposed to do. Because that's what managers do. Auntie Kathy asked the young lady on the shift to go and take out the trash. The young lady said, fuck this shit, I ain't taking out no trash. So then Auntie Kathy said, well, I tell you what, you clock out. Young lady called her mother, Tanika McKinney, I think that's her name, and told her mama, in so many words. Tanika, being a hood rat ass mama, allegedly that she is, say don't worry about it, bitch, we on the way. Mama pulls up, they run inside the McDonald's there, Kathy on the shift, and they commence to talking shit to Kathy. They jump behind the counter on Kathy ass, knock Kathy upside the head and in her eye, and then Kathy runs to the back of the office. They follow her back there, I believe, and Kathy pull out that pum and said, bitch, you got the right motherfucking manager for the job, ho. Or at the very least said, drop them goddamn fries and make sure they hot. Allegedly. Auntie Kathy popped a cap in girl mama ass as well as the person with her. They have since arrested Kathy for having a pum on her and other shit for, according to the law in the state or in the city. And Tanika's ass has been charged with a couple of charges herself. Now the backlash with this is that the people don't understand why Auntie Kathy's ass is, had to be charged, but the law is the law. Let them tell it. But now the police say, nah, motherfucker, don't get it twisted. Tanika's ass got a charge too. We just can't find her ass right now. Now my ass went over on the Facebook, on that toxic ass app Facebook, looking for Tanika. There are a couple of Tanikas. This is a Tanika from back in the day with another Tanika. So somewhere along the lines, there is a Tanika. This Tanika, I believe, is the one who they looking for, the one that do these people hair, but you really can't find her current picture, you understand? So now Auntie done lost her job. Tanika's ass down there fighting for her ratchet ass daughter, allegedly. Now she finna get some time inciting a mob or some shit like that, all behind some trash from McDonald's. Basically, Kathy said, I got your goddamn Big Mac and I raised you a super size of fries.
So you're told to take out the trash. You say no. Your manager says go ahead and clock out and go home for the day. And what you decide to do next is call your mom? You don't need to be working. Just say you don't want to work, okay? Because it is a requirement for you to take out the trash if that's part of your job. So McDonald's manager Kathy Bledsoe told her employee to take out the trash, and she said no. And she said, well, go ahead and clock out and go home for the day. And she decided to call her mom up there. So her mom and another teen come up to the McDonald's, and they get into it with Kathy. So her mom, Tanika McKenzie, comes up there with another teenager, and they get into it in the lobby of McDonald's. They give her a good 1 and a 2, and then she's like, oh, no, I'm not about that. Y'all not going to come up in here and try and embarrass me on the clock. So she goes to the office, and they follow her to the office area of the doggone restaurant. And she says, pop. And she done popped the doggone mama in the leg. Can't hold you. I might have popped her as well, because why are you following me back here in the area you're not supposed to be in? And now both of them are facing charges. Now Kathy is facing aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, and Tanika is facing aggravated battery and mob action. She's the only one that should be charged in this situation because she should have never came up to McDonald's in the first place because her daughter didn't want to take out the trash when that is what she is being paid to do. Just say you don't want to work and don't work. It would have been much easier.
Why do it seem like McDonald's hires the most wretched, violent people? So I just read about another story in Belleville, Illinois. A manager shot an employee's mother in the leg. Guess the manager asked the employee to take out the trash. The employee refused. The mama came up there. It was an altercation. And then the lady shot the mama in the leg. I'm not understanding this. What's up with all this violence at McDonald's? Like, who is McDonald's hiring? Are they doing background checks on these people? Are they assessing these people in interviews? They must really need help bad. It's just too much going on in this world, y'all. And I know fast food, I haven't worked at a fast food since high school. I know fast food, it probably gets rough up in there. But come on now, like, why we gotta resort to violence? And then it be too much, y'all. Did anybody else hear about this? Leave some comments.
What the hell is going on at McDonald's lately? I just read a crazy article about a McDonald's manager allegedly shooting one of her employees' mom in the leg. 44-year-old Kathy Bledsoe was the manager on duty on July 16th at the Illinois McDonald's. At one point of the shift, Kathy asked a minor employee to take out the trash and the minor refused. Because the minor refused, Kathy sent her home. After being sent home, the minor contacted her mother, Tynika McKenzie, who arrived shortly after with another minor child. Once the minor's mother got to the restaurant, that's when the verbal altercation started. The minor employee's mother, Tynika, made her way around the counter. Once Tynika got around the counter, she started assaulting Kathy. After being attacked, Kathy pulled out her weapon and pew-pewed Tynika right in the leg. Kathy was arrested and charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. Tynika was taken to the hospital to be treated for her injuries and was charged with aggravated battery and mob action. Wow, this is another crazy story that happened at a McDonald's restaurant. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments.
All I'm going to say is that McDonald's is setting it off, okay? You had one manager killed by an employee. Then you have another manager who shot 2 people inside the McDonald's. And I guarantee you, the manager who shot the 2 people in McDonald's who happened to be an employee and her mom is going to get clear off because she defended herself. Considering that another McDonald's manager was stabbed, I guarantee you nothing is going to happen to this lady because her state of mind is just going to ease all of that. But I know one thing about me and my view of it, I wouldn't suggest nobody upset about their food going on McDonald's making no threats because you might not come out alive.